Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the week number 9 of the high school football season. We are in Turbinville tonight. Paul Bowl alongside the coach, Rich Salonis. Coach, Warrior Run 5-3. The Loyalsock Lancers 5-3. Tonight, as we said down in Berwick, you know something's got to give.
Something does have to give, Paul. Another beautiful night for football. A little bit more crisp tonight.
It is crisp.
As the hometown defenders are having themselves the best year that they've had in, well, over a decade.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the hometown defenders. Last week, you could call it an upset. They knocked off Central 14-10, low-scoring game. Defense has struggled for most. They were led by number 11, quarterback Remington Quarterman. For the year, 68 of 132, 8 touchdowns. He's over 1,000 yards. The big thing that jumps out at me is the 7 interceptions. You talk about Loyalsock's opportunistic defense. Those 7 interceptions are big.
He's going to have to be careful tonight where he throws the ball because there's quite a few ball hawks knocking around here for the Lancer defense. And one thing you can't have, as we've said week after week, are the inopportune turnovers. 8 touchdowns are great. We watched the young man throw in pregame. Throws a beautiful ball right on the money. Lots of velocity, but you can't throw it to the other team.
Well, when he starts throwing, he's looking for his favorite target, the fastest defender on the team, number 10, Riley Daubert. He has 29 catches, 576 yards, and 5 touchdowns. As I said, he's the fastest and best.
Very simple. Big play receiver when they need a big play, averaging right around 20 yards every time the young man catches the ball.
And on the ground, they're led by Denver Beecho. 106 carries for the year, 469 yards. He also has 8 touchdowns.
Don't be misled by his size. He runs very hard, and just one of those backs that, again, will take what you give him, but if you make a mistake, he's going to turn a small game into a big one.
Number 34, David Gerhardt, has seen some action in the backfield as of late. 29 carries, $133, also 3 touchdowns. Coach, let's talk defense. I know you're a defensive guy. Number 56, Jackson Welliver, the leading tackler on this team. You listen to Touchdowns and Tailgates. Jim Webb had a great talk with the young man. 89 tackles on the year. He's well on his way to beating last year's total of 119. It's within shouting distance.
Easily the quarterback of the defense for the defenders, who, by the way, are going to be one of the more steadier defensive teams that we've seen all year. Don't do anything really special, but they're very rarely out of position. And Mr. Welliver's the ringleader of that unit. He's been all over the place. Tackles for losses, fumble recoveries. So he's looking for him to have a big night tonight and call his name quite a bit.
Well, another one on the hitting machine here is number 82, Logan Smedley. He's right behind him with 45 tackles. The kid's only a sophomore.
Well, one of the few younger people, as you know, Warrior Run, I believe, has 18 seniors on the squad this year. So they've been building, and it should be the second year in a row they make the playoffs, but they've been working towards this special season for them, and to have someone like Smedley step up as a youngster bodes well for the future.
And we know about the team they're playing, the Loyalsock Lancers. We know them well. Last week, a 53-14 shellacking over Milton. I know it's been a down year for Milton, but to put 53 points on the board with anybody, you got to be doing something right.
And they are. Coach Brown does a great job running the offense, distributing the ball well on the ground and through the air. So I can only imagine if I was still coaching, Loyalsock is a pain to prepare for.
And they're led by number 6, Chase Kavanaugh, 73 out of 137, 1,328 yards, 13 touchdowns for the junior.
Does it on the ground, does it through the air, steady Eddie. You hope for no mistakes and for him to stay healthy if you're Loyalsock.
Well, when he's looking for a big play, he's looking for number 10, Reese Watkins, 35 catches, 780 yards, 9 touchdowns. We seen a 95-yarder down in Danville in week number 2.
Correct, and I believe that night when we did our pregame then, he was leading the district in the whole area in yards and touchdowns. Nothing's changed.
Hard to believe, Coach, he hasn't played football since 7th grade. I've seen him on the basketball court. The kid's a hard-nosed guy. He was my 6th man on that Loyalsock basketball team, 6th man of the year, but hasn't played football since 7th grade.
Well, there's some things you can't coach, and he's got those things.
And now you talk about a freshman, Davion Hill, number 1. We watched him in warm-ups. You talk about the total package. You look at the kid, he's only a freshman, 129 carries, 499 yards in 8 games, and he has not even played every game. He stood out the first couple of years.
Correct, and unfortunately for District 4 and the rest of the area, they're going to be looking at this young man for the next 3 years. Very solidly built. We were commenting on the thighs and his lower body is just unbelievably advanced for a freshman. So if he stays healthy and makes a commitment, he's going to have a very big career at Loyalsock. Just a tremendously talented young man.
On the defensive side of the ball, junior Job Shear, 70 tackles, 7 for losses, 2 interceptions, 1 fumble, a partridge in a pear tree. We went through this already, Coach. He's the total package. He also plays a little wide receiver.
He's Loyalsock's answer to Mr. Welliver for Warrior Run. So it'll be great to watch both of these guys go at it tonight defensively.
So, you know where we're going from here, as Thomas Michael Grace would say. Go to the refrigerator, grab something cold to drink, perhaps even a snack. It's the Defenders and the Lancers on Friday Night Lights, WebWeeklyLive.com. We'll be right back with the opening kickoff. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here to Warrior Run High School. Paul Bowe alongside the coach, Rich Zelonis. Coach, the Defenders are kicking off to the Lancers to start off Week 9 here of the high school football season. Both teams come in with a record of 5 wins and 3 losses. This is a big game.
Should be a very competitive, most likely low-scoring game tonight featuring 2 good defenses.
Squib kick picked up by one of the upbacks and pushed out of bounds about the 42-yard line. That's where Chase Kavanaugh and this Lancer offense will take over.
Heads-up pickup that time by Keon Burkholders. Warrior Run did not want to take any chances, and rightfully so, kicking the ball deep and giving a big return. Nonetheless, Paul Loyalsock starts with excellent field position.
It'll be 1st and 10, ball at the 43-yard line. Kavanaugh will operate from the gun. Here's a handoff. Nope, keeps it himself. Right running into the 40. 45, cuts back, flags down, and he is knocked out close to a first down, just over midfield, Coach, but it looks like this one's coming back.
Zone read keep to start the game off, and Kavanaugh decided to pull the ball, but I believe we're going to have a block where it shouldn't have been on the corner against Loyalsock, and that's going to put him in a hole to start.
Officials talking about it here.
Yep, block in the back. Not a good way for the Lancers to start the game off, especially after a 9.5 gain by Kavanaugh on a well-executed zone read. If you're Warrior Run, you have to be concerned about Davion Hill in the backfield, and it looks like, as soon as that ball got put in the chest, everybody went to him.
Yeah, Kavanaugh had some open field around the end, but it will come back. Loyalsock's going to spread the field now. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Single setback is Hill. Kavanaugh will operate once again from the gun. Kavanaugh back to pass, looks, throws, over. Reese Watkins up at the 40-yard line and immediately taken down. Pass was a little high, but Reese went up to get it.
It's actually incomplete. He didn't come down with it and possessed it. But Warrior Run did a nice job on that play and dropping somebody off underneath with the cornerback over the top, Paul, and made Chase put the ball right on the money, hence it was a little high.
It'll bring up 2nd down and 20. Handoff to Hill. Spinning in traffic, still spinning up to about the 41-yard line, so they got the pass play back on that. Watkins went through his hands there. Hard to see from the far side of the field, but it will be 3rd down.
Good tough run by Hill that time as he spun out of 2 tackles. You better make sure you're wrapping Davion up or you're going to be left with air. Convertible down here, Paul, even though it's 3rd and 12. Let's see what the Lancers do.
3rd and 12, ball just over the 40-yard line. Single setback is Hill. Kavanaugh once again from the gun. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Kavanaugh straight drop the pass. The lefty looks, throws over the middle. Pass is incomplete. He was looking for number 16, Nick Vandeer. Pass incomplete for Vandeveer. Was a little low, Coach.
Not Chase's best pass. I'm sure he would like to have that one back. So penalties kill, Paul, as do turnovers, and it's going to cost Loyalsock on their first possession, and they'll be punting 2. It should be number 2, Denver Beachel, for the Defenders.
Hayden Gare back in punt position. Gare, nice kick, end over end, fielded by Beachel. Across the 35 and up close to about the 38-yard line, and that's where Remington Quarterman will take over with his defenders' offense. 39-yard line. First down for the defenders. They're spreading the field. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Single setback is Beachel. Quarterman back to pass. Out. Incomplete. Pass to Ahmad Keys. In and out of his hands.
Keys has emerged recently within the last 3 or 4 games as a major weapon for the defenders. We didn't talk about him in pregame, but he has had a lot to do with the Warriors' run defenders' success the last couple weeks. And both teams, interestingly enough, here throwing comebacks to start the game.
Good frame on number 7, Keys, 6'3", 200-pound receiver, prototype receiver body. 2nd and 10 defenders, ball still at their 39-yard line. Quarterman, handoff, that's Beachel. Straight up the middle, not much there in that hearted-out Loyalsock defense.
Porlante and company were waiting for him right there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the defenders. So basically the same situation the Lancers were in their first possession, except the Warrior run hasn't had a penalty. Don't be surprised if this is a 6-3 outcome tonight. 2 good defensive football teams.
3rd and 9, 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, Dauber to the top of your screen. Quarterman from the gun. Setback is Beachel. Back to pass, straight drop. Here comes pressure. Steps up, down he goes. Big sack there by number 7. 75.
That's Porlante again, 2 in a row for him. Mr. Steady.
And it'll be a punting predicament now for the defenders.
And Job Scher is back deep for the Lancers. He's averaging about 14 yards per punt return, Paul. Let's see if the defenders choose to kick it at him or away.
Snap. Kick, low line drive, bouncing at the 40. Takes a defender bounce and rolls out of bounds. About the 32-yard line. That's where Loyalsock will take over. We're going to take a quick commercial break. 30 seconds. We'll be right back. No score. 9:10 to go in the first.
Lyle doesn't really drive a motorcycle. Do you, Lyle? That's right, that's right. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. Of course, we'll even trade motorcycles, I forgot.
We are back, first down here for Loyalsock. Handoff straight up the middle.
Not much room there, Paul. A whole host of defensive linemen.
Corey Mayer, excuse me. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play for the Lancers. Kavanaugh will operate from the pistol. Handoff, Hill up the middle, big hole. Closes up really quick, Coach.
That hole opened up quickly and closed just as quickly also. And you'll notice if you're watching 1, 2, 3 Warrior run defenders getting up off the pile. Other than that first play, they've defensed Loyalsock fairly well tonight. Another 3rd down and 5 or more coming up for the Lancers, who are going to spread the field in a trip split.
3rd and 5, ball at the 32-yard line. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Kavanaugh from the gun. Low snap. Kavanaugh, quick hitter. Complete. Oh, big hit. Big hit, but he held on.
Yeah, David Gerhardt laid the lumber that time, but it didn't matter as
Job Shear with the reception.
Held on to the ball, and a nice job that time by the Lancers, getting their first down of the evening.
That was a
big time hit.
Big time hit here on a crisp night here at Warrior Run. Sets up 1st and 10 for the Lancers. Ball at their own 41-yard line. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Reese Watkins to the bottom. Here keeps it again. Kavanaugh calling his own number straight up the middle. 6 yards on 1st down. Good game, Coach.
Good 1st down play. Same thing as the opening play, really, only he kept the ball back up the middle of the field.
They're going to give him 5 on that 2nd and 5 ball at the 46-yard line. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Reese Watkins to the bottom. Lone setback is Hill. Kavanaugh once again from the gun. Handoff, Hill up the middle. Close to first down yardage.
He's going to be just a little bit short, I believe, Paul.
That's going to be 3rd and real short. Less than a yard. Ball right at midfield for the Lancers. Second possession of the game, 7:25 to go. First quarter, Paul Bowe, Rich Salonis on WebWeeklyLive.com. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Kavanaugh calls his own number. Quarterback sneak right up the middle for a first down. Lancers getting a little bit of momentum, Coach.
2 first downs in a row. See if we can keep the drive going. Or, excuse me, second first down of the game.
A little bit of an up-tempo now for the Lancers. Spreading the field again. 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom. Sheer in motion. Kavanaugh rolling to his right, still rolling. Throws across his body a dart in there, and I think it was incomplete. Complete. Nolan Demiano went down low for that one, Coach.
He's had 147 yards in receiving coming into the game tonight, and he made an excellent catch. Very interesting that they rolled to the right and Chase threw it across his body, but he did throw a dart. Nice pass.
Chase, a lefty junior, here took over the quarterbacking duties last year, mid-season when Reese Watkins went down with the injury. And Chase has done a great job filling in. And now he's the starter. This is his team now.
No gain that time for Davion Hill. And one of the things that I'm impressed with so far with Warrior Run's defense is, I think, Paul, we've seen not many, if any, solo tackles other than that one big hit by Gerhardt. There's a lot of jerseys rallying to the ball.
Well, Mr. Welliver was in on tackle number 90 right there on that last play. Now they're going to spread the field again. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Watkins in the slot. Kavanaugh barks a signal. Straight drop back. Looking for Watkins. Turn, keeps it, puts it down on his hip. And there goes Chase Kavanaugh. 30, 25, 20. He has one man to beat. 10, 5, cuts it back. He's in for the touchdown. 43-yard run by Chase Kavanaugh. He looked like a mouse chasing the cheese in a maze. He zigzagged in and out, Coach. 43 yards later, Loyalsock has the lead 6-0.
Athletic run that time by Chase as he did drop back, searched around for a little bit, Paul, saw nothing and took off with the football, used his speed and his athletic ability to weave in and out and get in the end zone and give the Lancers a 6-0 lead. We'll see if Brady Dowell can make it a 7-point game.
Brady Dowell on for the extra point. 26 of 30 for the year. Snap, spot, kick, up, and kick is good. That's a Park Pizza touchdown. Lancers lead 7-0, 5:36 to go in the first.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents.
Matt Barone to kick off for the Lancers, 43 yards. Chase Kavanaugh took it to the house, and the Lancers lead 7-0 here at Warrior Run. Back deep is Daubert, squib kick. They're going to kick it away from him. We said in the open, he's the fastest Lancer. Ball's free on the ground. And I don't think a defender jumped on that, Coach.
That he did. Looks like it's going to be a game of squib kickoffs tonight.
Well, both men have dangerous return men. Riley Dauber, we talked about him in the open. Fastest man on that Defenders team, and Davion Hill for Loyalsock. We know what he can do in the open field, so they're not going to give anybody a chance at a return. Squib it, take your chances with an up back, and live the fight another day. First down up at the 26-yard line. Second possession of the game for the Defenders. And they're going to operate with 3 receivers once again, spreading the field out. Daubert in the slot, Keys to the closest to us. Quarterman from the gun. Little misdirection there. Nothing doing, right into the heart of the Loyalsock defense. Gerhardt on the carry. Salome Melito on the tackle. Second and 10, no gain on the play. Might have lost a yard on that. Ball now back to the 25-yard line. Quarterman. Handoff to Hoyt Bauer. Flags fly everywhere. Gonna have a false start on the Defenders. Back them up 5. Game across town. Southern Columbia leads Montoursville 7-0 in the first quarter. Coach, that's a huge one down there in Montoursville.
Big game, Paul. Very, very big game for Lycoming County. I know a lot of people were looking forward to attending that tonight to see what the University of Southern Columbia was all about.
Quarterman now from the gun. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Back to pass. Looking. Throws over the middle. Overshots everybody. That's picked off. Picked off by number 28. He's going to take it back. That's Eli Gare.
Well, Paul, we talked about it in the opening, correct? Interceptions, unfortunately.
He had Keys open on the quick slant, just overshot him. He's 6'3". It's hard to overthrow him, but the ball kind of sailed on him. It's a little cold, kind of tough to hold on to the ball here. But the Lancers, Eli Gare picked it off, and now the Lancers are cooking with gas here at the 15-yard line, looking to go up by 2 scores.
Let's see if they go to Watkins right off the bat, first play on a fade.
Well, they're set up for it there. They got 2 receivers to the top. Inside handoff to Mayer. Down to about the 5-yard line. Corey Mayer, a junior, 6'1", 195 pounds. Starting to get some more reps as the season goes on. Try not to wear Hill out too much. He's been the workhorse for this team most of the year after missing the first game and partially part of the second. Handoff again up the middle. Nothing doing as Loyalsock goes with that up-tempo offense.
At this time of the season with the playoffs looming, Paul, it's always a good thing to get some extra depth. And when you have younger players or even older players who are starting to emerge, really doesn't matter what year they are. Anybody that can add anything depth-wise is a plus.
It's 3rd and goal. Kavanaugh from the shotgun. Lone setback is Hill. Bad snap. Kavanaugh picks it up. He's looking for Watkins in the end zone. He's covered. Kavanaugh under pressure and out of bounds. Down he goes. Really far out of the stripe. No flag on the play. It's going to be 4th down, and let's see if they bring Brady Dow on for a field goal.
Well, he's got the leg for it, right?
He's 2 for 2 for the year.
As long as a 37.
And he is on.
Well, you're going against a good defense like this. 2-score lead is a good thing.
Ball placed down at the 17 will be a 27-yard field goal from here. High snap, placed down. Dowell's kick is up. Dowell's kick is good right down the Parkway, Coach. 10-0, 3:19 to go in the first. We'll be right back.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky bun.
Matt Barone to kick off, Coach. 10-0. Sock leads on a turnover here. You said at the beginning of the game, turnovers will kill you.
Warrior Run can't afford to get in too much of a hole here.
Oh, and that ball's bouncing around. Free ball. Scramble for it. They averted the disaster for the second straight kickoff. And Warrior Run got to be very careful this possession here.
No turnovers. They've got to establish some type of continuity offensively. If it's going to be throwing the short slant patterns, then they've got to get themselves under control here, churn out a couple of first downs, and do whatever their game plan for tonight dictates.
Defenders are not known as a highly skilled passing team, to be honest with you. They threw 12 passes last week. 3 of them went to Riley Daubert for 45 yards, and that was it on the air. And there's a handoff up the middle, and there's nothing doing. That Loyalsock defense is big in the middle.
Experienced and stout. A nice-sized defensive lineman. Warrior Run's had 0 success so far, really doing anything, to be honest.
Well, there's no secret. They're going to have to throw the ball to beat Loyalsock. They're not going to be able to run up the middle. Loyalsock is too big up the middle, and they got a lot of speed. I'm not sure if they can get wide on them. That'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 39-yard line. Quarterman has 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Defenders going from left to right on your screen. Quarterman up, drops the ball, and falls on it alertly. And you can see Coach Chris Long on the sidelines here just shaking his head, and he's not happy at all what he's been seeing the last couple possessions here for the defenders.
Well, Warrior Run hasn't played this way for the last 2 or 3 weeks, obviously. So your goal now is to be getting better at this time of the year, not to be doing these things. And Warrior Run just looks very tight for some reason. I don't know whether it's because it's homecoming or one of the bigger games they've had here in the program in a while, but they need to settle down and just play football.
3rd and 16. Long yardage situation for the defenders. Quarterman back to pass, looking for Keys on the deep out. A lot of contact there, and there's the flag. There was a lot of hand checking there.
There was, and that should be a defensive penalty.
Looks like it's on Eli Gare. He's going to say push off on the offense, but there was a lot of contact there, and the referee had no choice but to catch the flag. I don't think the ball was catchable to begin with, but he impeded his progress.
Well, Eli's doing what any defensive back would do, and that's trying to get the referee to see it his way. But I do not believe it's going to go against Warrior Run. I think this is going to be defensive interference.
Well, this drive is brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, 821 Diamond Street in Williamsport. For all your final expense needs. Family-owned Sanders Mortuary in Williamsport. And that will be a first down, Coach. It was 3rd and 16. Big break for the defenders. Good teams make the most out of big breaks, and this could be the break that Warrior Run is looking for.
Remember, Paul, it's not an automatic first down from the Scranton game.
PA announcer said the first down, but it looks like it's not. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
Well, the PA announcer wasn't with us in Scranton.
He was wrong there, too. We heard him say automatic first down.
We learn from our mistakes in history.
Speaking of history, there were some nice murals painted on the wall of the Warrior Run School as we went in, Coach.
Quite impressive.
Very nice paintings. Captivating some moments in American history. Looked great. School looks great. Nice area here. Quarterman rolling with the ball. Handoff to around the end. That's Bauer. And that'll be a first down. First of the game, I believe, for the defenders. Corey Mayer on to tackle.
We just talked about getting a little bit of consistency. As Warrior Run in their slate gray pants, Paul, slate gray jerseys, bright pink socks for cancer awareness, slate gray helmets with blue numerals outlined in white, and they're testing our vision tonight.
Absolutely. Very tough to see the jersey numbers from up here in press box row here, but we'll do our best. And now Quarterman will operate from the pistol. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Handoff to Beachel right up the middle. Excuse me, that was Bauer.
It looks like he's going to maybe be a little bit of the workhorse tonight. That's their best gain on the ground so far tonight.
2nd down and 6. Ball across midfield at the Lancer 46-yard line.
And I believe this is more of Warrior Run's pace. Grind it out a little bit. Take a chance on the pass when you have it. But they're not your flashy offensive team, like you said earlier, Paul. They want to grind the ball out.
Well, Riley Daubert, we haven't called his name at all. The speedy wide receiver. Quarterman calls his own number up the middle. Nothing there. And we were watching Coach in warm-ups. We were watching Riley Daubert warm up there, 5'7", 165-pound senior, running some nice crisp routes, got a little jump in his step. You get him the ball in space.
It's going to be hard to catch.
Absolutely.
So if you're Warrior Run right now, if you're thinking you're going to go 2 downs, a 3rd and 4th, you think about getting half of this back here. You don't necessarily have to throw. But if you know you're definitely going to punt the football, then you're going to have to try, obviously, and get the 1st down. And Warrior Run is going to let the clock wind down here in the 1st quarter.
All right, we played 1 quarter here at Warrior Run. It's been all Sock, but the defenders are on the drive. We'll be right back with the 2nd quarter on WebWeeklyLive.com.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You got to get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
All right, here we're back. Quarterman back to pass on 3rd down. There's Daubert, the aforementioned Daubert right there, and a big hit out of bounds by Job Shear, the hitting machine, but not before. Riley Daubert has a 1st down for the defenders, and they are deep now in Lancer territory at the 28-yard line. Coach.
Just what Coach Long dialed up.
It's 1st and 10 at the 28.
Safe pass that time into the flat by the defenders, and this is the drive that they needed to get themselves a little bit of momentum and get a little bit of confidence and get things rolling their way, being down 10 points. Way early in the game yet.
Spreading the field again, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Daubert in the slot. Lone setback is Beachel. Quarterman, straight drop. He's looking for Daubert. Still looking, and down he goes by Aiden Gare.
Sack. Aiden Gare with another sack on the season.
Is that number 10 or number 9?
I believe it's number 9 for Mr. Gare. Well, might even be more, as a matter of fact. He's all over the field. Very quick 1st step rush from the outside.
Aiden Gare, tremendous athlete, and there's a hold on the play also. Well, we have a minute, Coach. I know who's watching at home, a good friend of mine and a good friend of yours, Mr. Carl Eisworth. He's watching the game. He's sending me messages, says we sound good, stay warm. We're warm here in the press box. I'd rather be in the press box than outside, but the action is hot on the field. Carl, thanks for tuning in, as you do every week on WebWeeklyLive.com. Coach, one of our biggest fans.
Great guy. I'm glad I got to meet him this year, and we appreciate his loyalty.
Now you
as
saw
we
him
do
holding
everybody else.
You saw him holding that sign that time at the show, right?
He did. He had a very, very, very nice thing to say about you as we get back to business here.
All right, 2nd and 20, ball back at the 39-yard line. Ball set for play. 2 receivers to the top of your screen, 2 to the bottom. Daubert once again in the slot close to you. Handoff to Beachel.
Draw play that time
Up the
to
middle.
Beachel, and that's a good way to counteract the rush. And by the way, that was sack number 11
For Aiden
for
Gare.
Aiden Gare, double ones, which I'm pretty sure leads the area. He's got a nice rush off the corner, Paul. Very athletic.
Very good kid, too, Aiden Gare. One of my favorite Loyalsock basketball players there. He could shoot the 3, Coach. All right, here we go. What down? 3rd down, right? 3rd down and 12. Hard to see here from the booth, but we're getting our best, doing the best we can. Thanks for bearing with us, Quarterman. Out of the backfield. There's a screen pass to Daubert. They want to get him in open field. Good defense again by the Lancers. It'll be...
It's about a pretty decent gain, but it's going to be short. It's going to be about 4th and 4. Keep in mind, Warrior Run has not attempted a field goal this season, so it doesn't look like that's going to be in the mix.
Ball down at the 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
And just keep in mind, Paul, that this starting defense for Loyalsock that's on the field right now has not allowed a single point since the Selinsgrove game.
Wow. 4th and 4.
They're playing their best football at the right time of the season.
Play clock down to 10 here. They're just breaking the huddle. They might have to use a timeout here. 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Quarterman in the pistol. Quarterman back to pass. Looks over the middle. Quick slant. That's Keys. He's got it. He's got the first down and carrying defenders with him. He is into the end zone. Ahmad Keys, 23 yards from Remington Quarterman, and he is into the end zone. Coach, he carried 3 defenders with him.
He's their second leading receiver. Talked about how he's come on lately. And that's what you want to see in your football team as the year goes on. But that was just an outstanding, superior effort by that young man. Carried at least 4 or 5 Lancers into the end zone with them for about 10 yards.
We got the swinging gate coming here now on the point after attempt as Logan Whitmer is on. And they're going for 2. They pass it to Keys, and he is in. Passing right at that formation, Coach, into their bag of tricks. 2-point conversion is good. It's a 10-8 ball game, and that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Well, Loyalsock coaches are not happy. They're screaming at the officials, so I don't know if they thought there was an illegal shift or an illegal formation or if they had too many men on the field or something, but they are not happy at all. I did not get a chance to see it, Paul. So you said it was a pass in the flat from the swinging gate?
Yep.
I'm sure added to that, I'm positive Coach Van Fleet, if they saw this in previous game tape, you can bet they went over it. You can bet they practiced it.
Yeah, he walked into the end zone easily, untouched. And that's a Park Pizza touchdown. We'll be right back. 10-8, Lancers lead just underway, quarter number 2.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. For those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away.
All right, Coach, we are back here, and as they say, in a New York minute, it can swing around, and here in Warrior Run, it has turned around in a minute here. It's 10-8.
It has.
Defenders kicking off, and down goes a Loyalsock Lancer.
Smart
Gage
move.
Moon, he fell on the ball there.
It's very apparent that, as I said earlier, neither team's going to be kicking deep out of respect for the athletes that are back deep for both teams. We'll see if Sock can answer the bell here. Good ball game, just what we ordered.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice 10-8 score. Defenders went down and did what they needed to do.
Just underway here in the second quarter. Loyalsock's going to spread the field.
You can tell by Warrior Run's defensive alignment, if you're watching at home, you can see on the screen, no one is supposed to get behind them. Their corners are playing off a good, healthy 10 yards up top and at least 7 or 8 yards on the bottom.
Yeah, and you can see Beach, and there goes Hill spinning around at the 50, and a first down. Good run by the freshman, Davion Hill.
Very strong runner. Great balance. Loves the spin move. He's used it 3 or 4 times tonight. Warrior Run's going to have to get hats to the ball to continue success against him. One person most likely won't bring him down unless it's Mr. Welliver.
Well, they're trying to, I tell you, they haven't thrown the ball to Reese Watkins since that opening drive. They're trying to get some single coverage on him, and they have it up top there. He's back 10 yards, but maybe we see a play action and a throw down there, but no, a run there. Noah Damiano, nothing there. He went backwards.
Ahmad Keys again, I believe. Listen to this for Ahmad Keys as of late, Paul. 4 sacks, 6 hurries, 2 fumble recoveries over the last 5 games.
Oh, that sounds like our appetizer menu at our pregame meal. Whew.
What, the sampler?
Yeah. Handoff, Hill, look at this. Spinning move. Doing his best Barry Sanders impersonation there, spinning in open field, and a first down for the Lancers. Coach, he's tough to bring down.
He is. I just got done mentioning it the previous play before the tackle for a loss by Keys. You've got to get hats to the ball. You can't let him get started, and you better get a hold of him, because if you don't, he's going to run right through you or spin off of you.
First down at the 39-yard line. Kavanaugh from the shotgun, handoff again. Nope, keeps it. Straight ahead, and another first down again for the Lancers. 2 good rushing plays by Loyalsock. Just when the defenders had some momentum, Loyalsock trying to snatch it away, and they're going up-tempo again.
I like this by Coach Brown. I like the fact that he's putting his foot back down on the gas pedal, trying to reestablish momentum.
Kavanaugh back to pass, looking out pattern. Complete to Reese Watkins.
And that'll be a first down for the Lancers. Excellent pattern and an excellent throw by Connor. And the sticks are going to be moved, and Loyalsock's getting some of that momentum back as they are getting deep into Warrior Run territory, Paul.
Great pass by Chase, through it where only Reese can catch it. If not, it falls out of bounds. 1st and 10 Lancers. Kavanaugh up the middle is Hill. Big hole. Hill taking people with him in traffic down inside the 15-yard line, and another first down for the Lancers.
Another explosive run, that time straight ahead, and he didn't, as they say, mince any words on that carry. He's a no-nonsense ball carrier. And, of course, he's listed as a freshman, but by now he's more of a sophomore.
Game time experience, there is no substitution. First down, Loyalsock. Kavanaugh calls his own number, tries to get to the corner, and he does not. Falls on the grass, and
Warrior Run's got it.
Warrior Run got it. Down about the 5-yard line, Coach. Everything went wrong on that play from the get-go.
Correct.
Almost a collision in the backfield. The ball came loose, and the defender jumped on it. And now Warrior Run will take over at their own 5-yard line.
That turnover, Dragon strikes again, and another drive killer. And I'm not so sure that wasn't Ahmad Keys again that recovered that fumble, number 7, but honestly, we are so far away up in the press box. We're doing our best to get you the numbers.
Ball's at the 3-yard line, actually. Quarterman under center. Handoff, nothing doing there. Hoyt Bauer. Nothing to do. 10-8, Loyalsock leads. 8:39 to go before half. Second down at about 8.
And sometimes the best thing to do here is to throw a safe hitch pass, to throw something out into the flat quickly and let your playmakers make a play. Because, again, we talked about Daubert earlier being with the speed here. If you look at the formation now, there's a lot of grass out here. You get the ball out there quickly and there's a mistake made, you can run for a while.
Up the middle again.
Or you can run it up the middle for a first down, which was easily their best inside run of the night, although they're going to move the sticks for the defenders.
Bauer again, the ball carrier, and a big first down. Gives them some breathing room. Now you can open up that playbook a little bit. You know, Coach Long might have been going conservative there. His team is just back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
The momentum was almost swiped away from a big turnover. Now push the momentum back to the defenders. Have the ball deep in their own territory. First down. Now let's open up the playbook.
You're in much better field position to do just that, Paul.
2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Daubert is in the slot. Quarterman, handoff again to Bauer up the middle. That's Beachel now. They gave Bauer a blow, and Beachel is up close to a first down.
He's got about 6 or so, Paul, where they marked it back. 7:20 left until half. Plenty of time for the defenders. Both teams still have their full complements of timeout.
This drive brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, family owned in the Williamsport area, 821 Diamond Street for all your final expense needs. Call up Sanders Mortuary. Bauer on the carry.
Not much there, Paul.
Might
They're
have
going to
gained a
be
yard.
short. Yeah, third down and about 2.5.
Third down, 3.
3rd and 3.
Big down. Coach Long sending the play in, bringing it back. Still waiting. They've got time on the clock. Ahmad Keys coming into the game with that play. Inside of 8 seconds now on the play clock.
3rd down and 3.
Yeah, they're going to be short, and that was almost fumbled, because that was an inside zone.
4th down?
Yep.
Looks like a punt. And we have an injured defender on the field here, holding his lower leg, maybe a cramp here. But we had an injury timeout. We're going to take a quick timeout also. 10-8, Loyalsock leads 5:52 before intermission. We'll be right back.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads out to Clinton County Motor Speedway, where I run my limited late model. As soon as my supermotor is done being freshened up, we will start running that on Saturday nights. Right now we are running up front and are competitive, but we could be doing better with some new equipment and technology. I am looking for additional sponsors to complete the 2019 season and for the next 2020 season coming.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new...
4th down here, Coach. And they are back in punt formation.
They are, and Loyalsock needs to back off the line of scrimmage so they don't jump off sides and give the defenders a cheap one.
And they're going to take it. They got to delay a game penalty right there, hoping to get the Lancers off sides.
And they did not jump off sides. Interesting. Usually you try that, Paul, at this part of the field and ended up snapping the ball and punting it with 2 or 3 seconds left on the play clock. This 5 yards here can be a big deal. Win not a factor tonight. Would you agree, Paul?
Absolutely not. Kick bouncing
Big
around and
roll.
Takes a nice defender bounce, and it'll drop down inside the 35-yard line. That's where Chase Kavanaugh will take over. 10-8. Sock leads.
Kind of surprised that Loyalsock has not taken advantage of the cushions that the Warrior Run corners are giving them by throwing. They started throwing a little bit of comebacks the first series or so, then they've gotten away from it. But big cushions.
Snap, Kavanaugh picks it up.
You can't have those. Not when you're running the zone read out of the shotgun. Looks like Nebraska.
No gain on the play. Second down for the Lancers. 2nd and 10. Ball at the 35-yard line. Kavanaugh once again from the shotgun. Lone setback is Hill. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Reese Watkins to the far right. Kavanaugh looks the other way. Pass batted down. I think that was Keys again. Got his big paw up on that.
He's having a nice defensive game for the defenders. 3rd down and 10.
And this game is turning around.
A defensive ball game, just like we thought it might be.
Absolutely here. 3rd down and long for Loyalsock.
We have not called Connor Watkins' name at all.
Now they threw 2 passes to him the whole game. He is in the slot. Handoff Hill, little razzle-dazzle. Pass back to Damiano, and he is tackled immediately. Inbounds, clock will continue to run, and it'll be 4th down.
I combined my Lancers. Reese Watkins is what I meant to say. Connor hasn't thrown the ball too much since the first series, and they're going to punt the ball back. Now I'm combining people.
Well, Connor Watkins was the quarterback last year. That's where you got that from. Chase Kavanaugh's the quarterback this year. You were close.
Well,
Watkins, Reese Watkins, Connor Watkins.
I prefer to be right, Paul.
Absolutely. Wishing Connor best of luck at Villanova. Tremendous quarterback here in the area. High kick went straight up in the air. Not much distance on that one. And it takes a defender bounce backwards. And it is down by Hill at the 45-yard line. It looks like the defenders will have great field position.
That they will.
Where they take over 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go in this one before intermission.
And from the line of scrimmage, an 8-yard punt. Not what you wanted. Plenty of time left to go in the half. Is there a flag down somewhere? The officials are pointing. I didn't see one. Did anybody see a flag? Paul, did you see a flag?
I did not see a flag.
This is one of those big discussions. Lots of pointing.
Well, unless they're discussing where they're going to have breakfast tomorrow morning down at Dolly's.
Well, look. That's not where that ball went out of bounds.
Passing on the defenders there's a penalty on the defenders. I didn't see what he called.
Not only did I see what he called, I didn't see the flag. Nobody saw the flag.
Well, they're back to their own 30 now. You're talking about a flip of position.
Wonder if it was a personal foul.
It's a 30-yard difference. Anyway, the defenders will take over at their 30. 3:50 to go before intermission. Big drive here for the defenders as they spread the field with trips to the right. Quarterman from the gun. Keys to the bottom of your screen. Quarterman back. Quarterman looks for Daubert over the middle, in and out of the hands. It's picked off. Picked off and taken the other way. That's Reese Watkins down the sidelines. Has a convoy with him, cuts back. Watkins cutting all the way across the field, and he is corralled over at the 11-yard line, just over the hands of Riley Daubert into a waiting Reese Watkins, and he took it down the sidelines, down to the 10-yard line.
Second interception tonight for Quarterman. Sock's in business.
And
nice job by
Daubert was open.
Reese Watkins. Well, he's overthrown him twice now. Both of his interceptions. That's what they've been.
Ball kind of sailed with him here. Loyalsock in business down at the 10-yard line. 1st down and goal. Ball nose of the ball right inside the 10. Kavanaugh, handoff, Hill up the middle, looking for the end zone, and he is in for the touchdown. Davion Hill from 10 yards out, and the Lancers lead 16-8, point after pending.
And you kick this to go up 2 scores. Should be no questions asked. Kicker's already out on the field with the tee, lining himself up.
Brady Dow on for the extra point. 27 of 31 for the year. 3 for 3 for field goals. Has one earlier tonight, and a whistle blows timeout. The officials call their own timeout. We got an injured defender hobbling off the field. Hate to speculate, but favoring that ankle. Matt Barone actually in the kick. Not Brady Dow.
Okay.
Barone on, snaps, Kavanaugh spot, kick up, kick is good, flags down again. Conference again here on the field.
This crew likes conferencing. Always made me nervous as a coach, Paul, when they conferenced.
Offsides on Warrior Run. They should decline this, no?
Well, it will depend on if they blew the whistle before the kick.
They must have blown it before the kick, yeah.
It doesn't appear they're giving them an option.
Nope.
I see Coach Brown is over there motioning decline, but I think he was told to return to the homeland.
Brady Dow is on for the extra point now.
They're not allowed to decline. Coach Brown in his Alabama white top tonight with the maroon LT outlined in the patented baby blue.
Dowell's kick is up, and Dowell's kick is good. We got a timeout on the field. 17-8, Sock leads. 3:27 to go before intermission. That's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Caught the opening play, and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Lyle's no driver, that's for sure. But he will tell you that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Camp.
All right, we are back here. 17-8, Loyalsock leads. Just over 3 minutes to go before intermission. Matt Barone looking to tee it up here for the Lancers. Back deep for the Warrior Run defenders is number 10, Riley Daubert.
Well, none of the kickoffs have gone further than 20 yards squibbed, so we'll see if this one's any different. I'm going to say it is not going to be different.
Another squib kick fielded by Keys. Keys at the 40, and he is brought down by a host of Lancers just shy of the 40-yard line. That's where Remington Quarterman's going to take over, and this defender's offense down 17-8 before intermission here. 3 minutes to go. Ball be at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10. Defenders.
Warrior Run still in good position here. Not out of the ball game by any stretch, so you don't want to panic. You certainly don't want another turnover, Paul.
3 receiver. Here's a screen pass to Dauber, trying to get him the ball incomplete, in and out of the hands. But the Lancers were right there. That was defended well.
He had a case of looking downfield before he procured the catch, which happens a lot on Sundays, Saturdays. You've got to make sure you've got the biscuit before you can take off with it, Paul.
2nd and 10. For the defenders. Down 17-8. Big drive here for Warrior Run.
It is. We'll see if they can answer.
And they will get the ball to start the second half. Trips again to the right. Quarterman from the pistol. Here's a handoff up the middle. Denver Beachel carries the ball again. 4 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Aiden Gare, he's just a linebacking machine there.
Yeah, Sock's steady Eddies have been playing well, pretty consistent up front as the time continues to run down here in the first half. 2 minutes and 48 seconds left.
Same formation for the defenders. Trips to the right. Quarterman back to pass. Looking, throws. Ball low, caught. Short of the first down. Keys again on the receiving end. Going to be 4th and about 1.5.
Correct. Nice pass to Ahmad. Keys there. But what you have to do if you're Ahmad, Paul, on those spot patterns, those patterns where you're trying to get to a spot to get the first down, you have to run the pattern deep enough that if you catch the pass, you've got the first down. And unfortunately, he didn't do that.
He ran it about a yard too short.
Correct. And Loyalsock had 2 or 3 players waiting for him as soon as he caught it. He runs it a little deeper. It's a first down.
He's coming out of the game now on 4th down. And they are going to punt the ball.
Plenty of time for the Lancers here. See if they can put another one on the board. The defenders are going to take a timeout.
We'll take a timeout. We're going to take one also. 17-8. Loyalsock leads just over 2 minutes before the half.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport.
All right, we are back here, 4th and 1, 1:47 to go before the half. And that's Beachel. He's going to take it. He's not going to get the first down.
Nah, he's going to get back maybe just a tad to the line of scrimmage, if that. Lancers are going to take over on downs. That's an very interesting play call. He hesitated. The last 2 times Warrior runs punted, Paul, Beachel's hesitated before kicking, but trying to let his coverage get downfield. But this time hesitated, then decided to take off with it, and to no avail. Loyalsock's in great position.
My question there, not to play Monday morning quarterback, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and less than a yard, why wouldn't you keep your offense on the field?
Correct. The quarterback sneak's probably a better choice there.
And we've seen Bauer run the ball fairly well the last couple series. But anyway, Loyalsock has the ball. $1:47 to go. Quick hitter. There's Reese Watkins.
There's the play that I talked about a little bit earlier with that big cushion, 1 step back, quick hitch, let the athlete and the ability take over. Sox got a beautiful gain on 1st down. Now they can do basically anything they want.
Kavanaugh from the gun. Setback is Hill. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen, 1 to the top. Kavanaugh rolling this way, still rolling.
Good
Tucks
decision.
It on his hip, and he runs 30, 25, and inside the 25, down close to the 20-yard line. Sock in a hurry-up offense.
Great decision that time for him to keep the ball. Sticks are moving. Love Davion Hills running around telling everybody to hurry up and get set. Love it.
Vandermeer into the game along with Demiano. Reese Watkins, top of your screen. Handoff up the middle. Hill taking defenders with him. High stepping the ball, still on his feet.
He's in.
Down and
That's
in
a great
for
run.
a touchdown again. Davion Hill from 22 yards out, and that was a big touchdown before the end of the half, Coach.
Absolutely. 3 plays, 4 plays max after that fake punt failure by the defenders, and that can turn things around, and it has in a big hurry. Not only momentum, but also the scoreboard.
Brother of Alzay Johnson from the Indiana Pacers watching here on WebWeeklyLive.com. Proud of his little brother there. 22 yards to pay dirt, his second touchdown of the game. As Dow's on the kick is blocked. And it'll be no good. We have a timeout on the field. Loyalsock 23, Warrior Run 8. We'll be right back.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
We are back here at Warrior Run 23-8. Davion Hill from 22 yards out gives the Lancers a big lead here, Coach, right before the half on that fake punt that went awry. It was a huge, huge turn of events.
Still shaking my head over that, trying to decipher whether it was a called play or whether Warrior Run's punter decided to just run that on his own. But whichever, however, it's opened the door for Loyalsock, and they didn't waste any time pouncing on the opportunity, Paul Bowe.
And Barone will kick it away. Another squib. This one finds its way back to the third line of defense. That's Keys. Keys at the 30, 35, 40. Out of bounds, not Keys. Couldn't see the number on the far side of the field. That was number 55. Hayden Baker.
Offensive and defensive lineman.
He showed some moves like a receiver there.
Yes, he did.
That 1.5 looked like a 7 to me.
That 55 may be changed to a 25 maybe on Monday.
I want to apologize to everybody. It's really, really hard to call the numbers here. I apologize. We're looking through foggy windows here, and it's really hard to call the numbers here, and I do apologize for any mistakes we're making up here in the press box. We're doing our best to see what we can call for you guys.
Great defense by Loyalsock. Job Schur all over that intended out pattern.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball at the 38-yard line.
46 seconds left to go in the half. Sox got all 3 of their timeouts left yet. You know what? If I'm Justin, I'm using them. I'm going to make them punt if I have to and go after it. Why not?
They come out. Quarterman in the pistol. Trips to the left. Quarterman back to pass, and
just
down he goes.
By Parlante.
Parlante again.
Job.
Big number 7-5. He's been in that backfield all night.
He ran over the guard, maybe part of the center, and then just swallowed the quarterback. We're seeing some outstanding individual efforts tonight.
6'3", 250 pounds, crashing through that offensive line. And there's a timeout right now. It'll be 3rd down and long.
You want to take him to the half with you? Why? Use him.
Well, he's got some good genes. I know his dad is 6'10", and Mr. Parlante is not done growing yet at 6'3". But I'll tell you what a monster here. Don't forget at our half, our remarked West Branch Homes at the half coming up.
Malachi
with our very own Jim Webb.
Have definitely controlled the line of scrimmage. You still got 2 timeouts left. 3rd down. You've put Warrior Run in a bind here if you throw. obviously, and it's incomplete. The clock stops, helping Loyalsock. Personally, I'd run something safe here, make him burn another timeout, and hope for the best with the punt. That score hurt, though, Paul. It definitely hurt if you're a Defender fan.
Here's a handoff up the middle. Bauer, big hole. He's going to go to distance.
He's going to go to
Bauer,
distance, and there's no flags.
all the way, no flags. 62 yards, and just like that, the defenders are right back in it.
We watched him in pregame, and we both looked at each other and made sure of the number. That's a 210-pound back running right there. And believe me, when you watch that, he pulled away from everybody. Changes the whole complexion of the game. Again, and just as we said, a real defensive battle. 3-0, 6-3. And what do we have as the score, Paul?
Correction, a 67-yard run, they said.
And now makes it what? What's that score? 3-0? 6-0?
23-14. Point after, no good. That was wide right. Anyway, we got a timeout with 23 seconds to go. It's beginning to look like a track meet here. 23-14. Loyalsock leads. We'll be right back.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Lyle's no driver, that's for sure. But he will tell you that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen.
Back here, hurry. All right, welcome back here to Warrior Run. Warrior Run getting right back in at 23-14. Paul Bowe, Coach Rich Salonis, Friday Night Lights, week number 9 of the high school football season, and we got another good one, Coach.
I'm done talking. We do all this prep all week talking about the defensive standouts and how it's going to be a 6-3 game, 10-7 game. We got a track meet. How often does that happen, though? Seriously, at the collegiate level, you're expecting a big defensive game, high school level, big defensive game, and it turns into a track meet. So we'll take it as it's a very entertaining and very competitive game that we seem to be right in the middle of every week, Paul, for some reason. Doesn't matter where we're at.
Absolutely. At the half, just got a score in. Southern Columbia beating up on Montoursville, 28-0.
Wow.
Next week we will have Montoursville against Selinsgrove, and I know them the Warriors will not be in a good mood after that.
Most
if
likely
they can't
not.
come back from that. So points will be plenty next week, too. Hunter Shear, Jackson DeLimo, Rockapalooza, and the rest of the gang down in Montoursville. Short pass there by Kavanaugh trying to get it to Reese Watkins on the bubble screen there. Incomplete. 20 seconds to go, and they're still going for more here. They're still passing the ball. They still have 2 timeouts.
Yes, they do. We've seen them go down the field before at Danville with not much time left, if memory serves me correct, Paul.
We have. Sock's going to spread the field again. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. 1 to the bottom. Kavanaugh from the gun, rolling to his left, cuts it back, puts it on his hip, throws. Oh, big hit, but pass complete to Reese Watkins. Reese Watkins, tough as nails, went down and got that one, picked it up off the grass. Pass complete, first down. Clock stopped as they moved the chains with 11 seconds to go. Now they're winding the clock. 10, 9, 8. Kavanaugh back to pass. Looking. He's under pressure. He's rolling, trying to get to the corner, and big hit on the sidelines as time expires. See if they're going to put any time back on the clock. I don't believe so.
That'll be it.
That'll be the end of the first half.
Very entertaining one at that.
A very entertaining half. 23-14, the Lancers lead. We'll be right back with our Remax, West Branch Homes at the half.
Hi, I'm Cammie Rooney, broker owner of RE/MAX West Branch, and I'm here today to talk about a new program called Heroes Home Advantage that's exclusive to Lycoming County. And I'm also here with Mike Lee from Susquehanna Community Bank. And this program is great because it helps heroes on the front line for us every day. And what we do is we give back 20% of the commission on the realtor side to the hero. And Mike, what do you have at the bank as far as the program?
Well, first up, we're glad to partner with RE/MAX, and Cammie, thank you very much for the partnership. And at closing, we'll give up to $700 back to that hero in our community. And that also, just keep in mind who these heroes are. These are folks who make our community better and safer.
Absolutely. And to qualify to be a hero, it includes the military, whether it's active, retired, or a veteran, law enforcement, first responders, healthcare professionals, and who else, Mike? Anybody I'm missing?
There's another great category too, Cammie, and that's our teachers that are out there.
Awesome.
So we include them in the program as well. So it's a very broad group, and we're just really excited to give back to the community. Our name, Susquehanna Community Bank, has that, obviously, the community name in there. It's a great way to partner with you and give back to the community.
That's great. And RE/MAX West Branch felt that we could really give back to the community because we live and work in this community every day, and these people are on the front line for us, so this is our way of giving back to them.
And the timing's really good for us, by the way. Susquehanna Community Bank, our 7th branch is opening here soon on the Golden Strip. So we're an independent local bank. We formerly known as West Mountain State Bank. We rebranded last year to Susquehanna Community Bank. And we love our independence, and that's the plan for us to have the 7th branch open with ribbon cutting in October.
That's great. So you can call Susquehanna Community Bank or RE/MAX West Branch at 570-321-1010 and check out these great listings. Here's some of these active listings that we currently have at RE/MAX West Branch. And whether you're a first-time home buyer, a move-up buyer, or somebody that's downsizing, call us for all of your real estate needs today. We would be glad to help you.
Lyle doesn't really drive a motorcycle. Do you, Lyle? That's right, that's right. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. Of course, we'll even trade motorcycles, I forgot. Boats? Airplanes? No, not doghouses. Blaze Alexander has the lowest.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees, you gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads out to Clinton County Motor Speedway where I run my limited late model. As soon as my supermotor is done being freshened up, we will start running that on Saturday nights. Right now we are running up front and are competitive, but we could be doing better with some new equipment and technology. I am looking for additional sponsors to complete the 2019 season and for the next 2020 season coming.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown!
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Lyle's no driver, that's for sure. But he will tell you that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Hi, it's Jim Webb, and I'm on 4 Mile Drive at Remax West Branch, and I'm with Cammie Rooney. Great to see you, Cammie Rooney.
You too, Jim. How are you doing?
Wonderful. You take over from Deb Williams about 3-4 years ago. You're the broker owner, and one thing that I love is that you give back to the community. Everything you're involved in seems to be community driven, and Deb was the same way, but give me an overview of what's going on here at Remax.
Well, at Remax West Branch, we do love to give back. We give back millions of dollars. Our Remax network to Children's Miracle Network to help young children that are sick in the hospital. We have given back to the local SPCA in the past, and we just live and work in this community, so we feel like it's a great honor to give back to people, and we have some of the best agents around here, and we're experienced, and it's an enjoyable...
And I travel the country, and there's no place like home. I love to get out and about, but I love the West Branch Valley and where we live. And one thing's for sure is the people are special within our communities and our areas.
Absolutely, I agree.
Tell me about the new program you got on with my friend Mike Lee here going on.
It's called Heroes Home Advantage, and that program helps out our local heroes that are on the front line for us every day, working hard. And so this is our way of giving back to the community. Since they are on the front line, we're going to give up 20% of our commission back to them at closing, which could be a huge savings when you're buying or selling a home.
And it's my understanding Mike's down at Susquehanna Community Bank now. They're opening up here soon, but it's exclusive to you two folks, right?
Yes, it's like Cumming County exclusive. Right now it's RE/MAX West Branch and Susquehanna Community Bank are the partners in the program.
That's fantastic. So that's what's going on here on 4 Mile Drive. Get out to a football game near you.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg acceleration, softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late mile driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads out to Clinton County Motor Speedway where I run my limited late model. As soon as my supermotor is done being freshened up, we will start running that on Saturday nights. Right now we are running up front and are competitive, but we could be doing better with some new equipment and technology. I am looking for additional sponsors to complete the 2019 season and for the next 2020 season coming.
Lyle doesn't really drive a motorcycle. Do you, Lyle? That's right, that's right. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. Of course, we'll even trade motorcycles, I forgot. Boats? Airplanes? No, not doghouses. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
We want you to jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees, you gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
My name is Matt Cochran. I am a late model driver from Williamsport, Pennsylvania. I have been racing at my local dirt tracks for the last 20 years with my family by my side. My father's business, Cochran Automotive and Towing, has been my main sponsor from the very beginning. Racing is not just something I do, it is something I live for. My whole family is involved, from my mom and dad to my brother Bradley, my cousin Tyler, my uncle Wayne, and now my wife Megan and stepson Brock. Everyone pitches in and helps out in one way or another. Every Friday night the family packs up and heads out to Clinton County Motor Speedway where I run my limited late model. As soon as my supermotor is done being freshened up, we will start running that on Saturday nights. Right now we are running up front and are competitive, but we could be doing better with some new equipment and technology. I am looking for additional sponsors to complete the 2019 season and for the next 2020 season.
Lyle's no driver, that's for sure. But he will tell you that Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees, you gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a fourth-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of...
All right, we are back here at the half. Paul Bowl, Coach Rich Zalonis, 23-14, Sauk leads. Let's talk a little bit about some statistics here. Let's start off with Loyalsock. Davion Hill on the ground, 9 carries, 92 yards, 2 touchdowns.
He's been running with passion tonight, which is what I like to see. Running very hard, spin moves, but his best run of the night is when he literally carried 3 people into the end zone from 6 or 7 yards out. Just a tremendous first half.
Chase Kavanaugh also 8 carries, 95 yards. He's 5 of 9 in the air. Actually, Kavanaugh has a touchdown on the ground, but 5 for 9 in the air, 35 yards. 3 of them going to Reese Watkins for 25 yards.
As they started to get that connection rolling in the second quarter on, look for that more in the second half as Warrior Run's defensive backs are playing way off the ball.
Well, for Warrior Run, their ace running back Denver, Beecho has been held in check. 7 carries, only 19 yards. The man who has done the damage on the ground is number 26, Hoyt Bauer, 7 for 89 and a touchdown. He's been running hard. He had that 162-yard touchdown run, but he's been running really hard.
Bigger back, almost 200 pounds, I believe, or a little bit over 200 pounds. And the way Sock's defensive line has been taking care of business for most of the first half, your best bet's probably to get a little bit bigger back in the game tonight, and he's certainly produced.
And in the air, number 11, Remington Quarterman, 4 of 9, 52 yards. He has thrown a touchdown, but 2 interceptions where he overthrew his defenders who had a step on a Sock defender, but just the ball kind of floated away on a cold night. It's hard to grip, but they got to minimize the turnovers.
And those 2 turnovers led to 10 direct Lancer points. So if you take those off the board, it's a little bit of a different story. Turnovers kill, Paul. Any level, anytime, anywhere.
And like you said, games could turn around in a minute, and right before the half here, Warrior Run got back into this one, and they will get the ball down by 9 points here to start the third quarter here from Warrior Run. Temperatures falling, a little bit crisp outside. We were walking around in there. We were talking to a nice young man, Zaire, I believe his first name was Keys, brother of number 7, Ahmad Keys. Told us we were doing a good job up here in the booth, so.
Well, he said you were doing a good job and asked for an autograph. You've got so many in the fan club, Paul Bowe. It's not even funny.
Yeah. With all my friends, who needs enemies, right?
Here we go.
Here we go. We are underway. Another squib kick to start the third quarter. Fielded by one of the upbacks, and once again, the defenders will start from right around the 40-yard line. They've started there almost every drive.
Both teams have off the kickoff, so it's very obvious that each coaching staff's got an immense amount of respect for the kick returners on teams, and they're willing to trade that ball on the 40-yard line to start a drive versus the risk of possibly giving up a bigger return. Risk-reward, Paul.
Some more scores in the area. South Williamsport leads Milton at the half, 14-7. Williamsport and Wilkes-Barre are deadlocked at 0 right before the half. And we are 23-14 here at Warrior Run. Corbin will open up with 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Calls his own number. We haven't seen him run the ball at all the first half. And
is that Cordman or is that Dobman?
He was quick. That was Daubert. You're right. A direct snap in the Wildcat. He came out.
It's okay. As we've said earlier, please bear with us. We've got very challenging circumstances up here to try and get the numbers.
Boy, Daubert was really quick getting around that end.
Right off the bat, a great adjustment by Coach Long, putting him in the direct snap position.
And he's back there again. Another direct snap to Daubert, trying to utilize that speed, and big hit by number 11 for Loyalsock, Dane Armston. Lowered the boom. Big hit on Daubert.
We've seen 3 or 4 really big hits tonight. Well, it won't take long for Coach Van Fleet to make that adjustment and look for them to spy at least one person. If Warrior Run's going to stay in the Wildcat formation, they'll have at least one linebacker spying on him. He's too valuable and too quick to not have people keying on him.
Armston, big kid, 6'4", great baseball player. I believe he's committed to Virginia. Pitcher for the Lancers.
And Daubert's back there again.
Three-sport athlete.
Paul.
Daubert once again from the Wildcat. Handoff, Bauer up the middle, running hard, tackled by 35.
That looked like a counter give that time.
Tyler Barnes on the stop. Definitely a counter give on the right side. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the defenders. Just starting here in the third quarter. Opening drive. 10:31 to go. 23-14. Loyalsock leads.
Nice wrinkle, by the way, for the defenders here to come out in the second half with this Wildcat look.
And Daubert once again in. He has 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Daubert trying to get around the end. Flags fly. Daubert has the first down, but hold everything as there's laundry on the field.
And that was away from us, so I don't know if someone lined up offsides or we had an illegal block, because the flag came out almost instantaneously.
I'm like 0 for life here on picking penalties, so I'm not even going to stay on this one. I'll let you go. What do you think it is, Coach?
I really couldn't tell. It's either offsides or a block in the back.
I'm going to say offsides.
Well, it's an illegal shift. I personally didn't see anybody move. It's going to set the defenders back 5 more yards.
Be 3rd and 9. Ball just over midfield at the 46-yard line, 47-yard line, we'll call it.
And we may find out if Riley Daubert can throw, if he's still in the game at quarterback. You can only run so many quarterback sweeps, and zone read keeps.
He is going to stay in at quarterback. Daubert from the gun. Daubert rolling. Backtracks, looks to set up a screen. Daubert tucks it away. Under pressure still. And down he goes.
Loss of about 3 yards. Just really great coverage that time by the Lancer secondary.
And you said Loyalsock would adjust to the coverage, and they did the last 3 plays, aided by that penalty, and now the Lancer defenders are going to have to kick it away.
We've got some Defender fans who are disgruntled down below us, not happy with the opening drive.
And Beechel is back to kick. Ryan Glunk back deep. We've seen him have a couple good returns earlier in the year. I know he has a touchdown on the year.
Nice punt. Drives
Fielded
Glunk
by
back.
Glunk. Glunk at the 10, backtracks to the 15. Glunk to the 20,
He's got a wall.
25, 30. And Corey Meyer held up. There could have been a block in the back, and you see good,
Very smart
smart play.
Yep.
Put his hands up in the air and did not block him. Flag on the play anyway.
Where are the flags? I didn't see that one either. Oh, it's in the corner where we can't see. Again, hate to keep apologizing, but we're kind of in a corner booth up here with foggy windows, and we've got to lean out to see, and that's why we can't see the flag, because it's down on about the 17-yard line.
It's going to be against the Lancers.
And that's going to negate a very good return by Ryan Glunk.
Ryan Glunk's dad, no stranger in the Loyalsock area, basketball superstar. Randy Glunk, top scorer in Loyalsock history, I believe.
We've certainly had
the pleasure of meeting him last year during the Loyalsock basketball season. Great guy.
Loyalsock Township certainly not shy of athletic tradition in numerous sports.
Here we go. We're going to spread the field really wide. The Lancers, 2 to the top, 2 to the bottom.
Yeah, and he's trying to get some people out of the box to the twin set and get some opening. And you see that
Kavanaugh up the middle, and
Kavanaugh took advantage of that. Sorry to cut you off, Paul, but that was a formation run right there.
Just trying to spread the field.
Absolutely. When you go out to what they call a twin set and line your slot up within 2 yards of the split end, and the split end is split so wide, and those of you that are watching are seeing the same thing right now again. You're forcing Warrior runs outside linebacker. You can see him walking out now, all the way out. That takes a person what's called out of the box and should give you an advantage to run on the inside.
Well said, Coach. Thank you for the diagnostic there. That provides so much input, insight into the game there. Normal people would not notice that, but great pointing it out.
Little things that go on during the game, and they've walked them out again.
Same formation here on 2nd and 10. Kavanaugh once again, direct snap to him and up the middle. And that's going to be 3rd down and long. Surprised.
Well, if you're wondering why Warrior runs walking the outside linebacker all the way out there, that's to present the quick bubble screen or hitch pass that they were throwing at the end of the first half.
3rd down and 7, ball at the 23-yard line. Kavanaugh straight drop the pass. Kavanaugh, strong arm across the field to Watkins. And he dropped it. That's something you don't see very often. Reese Watkins had the first down, took his eye off the prize for a second, and the ball fell right on the ground.
Again, took off with the biscuit, without the biscuit. Got to have it in your hands first. Great pass that time. Good timing pattern. Great pattern. Did everything except for catch the ball.
Let's talk a little bit about Webb Weekly. 58,000 customers weekly. Every Wednesday, a new issue. Jim Webb over at Webb Weekly takes care of us here. The new issue is out. The South Williamsport Mummers Parade, the 74th annual, is on the cover. Pick up your issue today. And there's a kick, and it takes a Lancer bounce inside the 40, and it'll roll out between the 37 and 38-yard line. 7:39 to go in the third quarter. We'll be right back from Warrior Run.
I'm Brian Cochran, owner and operator of Cochran Automotive and Towing. We have complete towing, roadside services from lockouts, fuel delivery, flat tires, and breakdowns. We all know accidents happen. When they do, request us. We can save you $75 on a city fee if you request us.
Okay, we're back. First down for the defenders. Shotgun set. We've got flags in the backfield again. We may have a hold. We do have a completed pass, Paul, out to the 44-yard line, but I think it's coming back.
Yeah, flag in the backfield usually is holding.
And Remington is back in the game, at least for this play at quarterback, so we'll see what transpires.
Another score you were asking about earlier, Coach, in the third quarter, just starting the third quarter, Jersey Shore leads Bald Eagle 15-0. Jersey Shore we saw last week down in Lewisburg, and that was a fantastic game. Jersey Shore is really tough. We talked about it last week, what a tough schedule they have. 3 losses to 3 top teams, Montoursville, Southern Columbia, and Mount Carmel today. 15-0, they're leading. Bald Eagle only has 1 loss. I did the game last year. Was a tremendous game down in Jersey Shore. Last-second heroics by Bald Eagle, scoring, I believe, 13 points in the final 2 minutes to get the victory. Jersey Shore looking to get their revenge this year. 15-0, third quarter.
They're a good ball club. We again, not to repeat what you just said, but we talked about it last week, and then they're playing very good football, getting ready for the playoff season.
Oh, I could smell the playoffs in the air, Coach. It's getting away that time of the year.
It is. It's a beautiful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year, Paul.
It is, absolutely. We got a timeout here on the field. This drive is brought to you by Sanders Mortuary, located 821 Diamond Street in Williamsport for all your final expense needs. Family-owned, and run. Sanders Mortuary in the Williamsport area. And now Mr. Keys, Ahmad Keys, being helped off the field.
Walking gingerly. Hopefully he'll be all right. That's a really big loss on both sides of the ball for Warrior Run if he's unable to continue.
He's played a tremendous game so far on the offensive side. He has 2 receptions, 28 yards, and a touchdown on the defense side. He said, I know he swatted down a pass. He's been all over the field. Looks like he might have rolled an ankle.
One of the good things about the game tonight is both of these teams are playing with a lot of passion and a lot of intensity. Several big hits, good hard football.
Quarterman back in now at quarterback. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Warrior Run going from right to left. Here's a deep pass. Down looking for Daubert. Had a step, but overshot him. Going from right to left here.
Corey Mayer put pressure on Quarterman that time. He didn't really have a chance to get totally set, but the receiver was behind 2 Loyalsock defenders.
Yeah, Daubert could really scoot by.
They're discussing it on the way back.
And Quarterman, I'll tell you what, he throws a pretty ball. I mean, he has a nice ball, nice touch. A little bit overshot him there. Bigger kid, like I said. 6'1", looks a little taller than that, 175 pounds. He might be closer to 6'3". We were down the field there. He's a big kid.
Sometimes a little bit too much velocity tonight as a couple passes have sailed on him for picks.
Quarterman from the gun, and there's movement. And it looks like Mr. Perlanti came off sides there. They're saying that the pointing game begins.
I'm be surprised if this goes against Warrior Run. It looked like 3 or 4 people moved without the center.
And that's exactly what happened. And Warrior Run going backwards here again. Well, big plays have kept them in the game. They need a big play here, as it is now 2nd and 20.
Well, they haven't hesitated to run on this down. We saw them do it in the first half, right near the end of the first half, on that big 60-yard run. They popped a couple nice gains in the first half on long yardage situations.
2nd and 20, ball back at the 28-yard line. Quarterman from the shotgun. Back to pass. Looking deep out. That's picked. Oh, dropped. Almost intercepted by number 11, Dane Armstrong, and he was looking at the end zone, Coach.
Dane did a great job reading Quarterman's eyes on that particular play. Took what's called his read steps into his drop, locked into the eyes, broke on the ball, and again did everything except for catch it. If he caught that, he's still running. That was an easy pick six, and he knows it too.
Absolutely. One thing I did notice, Coach, on Quarterman, he's looking at that receiver from the thing. He's not looking off his first read at all and going to a second option. He was looking for Daubert from the time the ball was snapped.
Correct.
And
right
he threw it, and Armstrong jumped the route and almost took it for – so if he catches it, that's 6. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 20. Ball at the 28-yard line. 2 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Quarterman, pump fakes, puts it on his hip. Now throws. Got a man down the middle. That's Daubert. 40, 35. Down inside the 30, and perhaps a face mask on the play, but I didn't see a flag. They're yelling for a face mask.
He got around a jersey, but that was a great throw on the run by Quarterman. Hit Daubert right in the seam, and Sock's lucky that's not in the end zone.
Ball is at the 31-yard line.
An unknown substance has gotten into the press box. We don't know what it is. It's got everybody, producers, everyone sort of looking around, wondering. We'll get back to it here.
Foggy.
First. It is foggy. It's always been hazy here, Paul.
All right, that'll be a first down for Warrior Run, and now they're resetting the play clock as it is at 0.
The Defender fans encouraging the officials to get the rule book out and take a look at it. Quite vocal, the Defender fans tonight. It's good to see that they're excited about their team having one of the best seasons they've had, Paul, in a long time here.
I'll tell you what, I'll say this, I said this 10 times already. I'm really impressed with Riley Daubert. Kid could run every single pattern, and he is quick.
There are several outstanding athletes on the field tonight showcasing their abilities. Both sides of the ball. Things that are great about high school athletics.
I love to watch it. You love to watch it. Watch these kids develop over the years. And now we have.
Wish more kids would get involved with it.
Absolutely. Now we have 3 receivers to the top of your screen. Quarterman from the gun. Quick screen to Daubert again in open field. Cuts back. Spin move. Great tackle.
Pitch and
by
catch.
number 43.
That was Simone Melita who made that tackle. And defensive end almost got his hands on that ball that time. Aiden Gare. But there's that quick pitch and catch. Let the athletic ability take over. Gain of 5.
Aiden Gare now has switched to the outside linebacker spot. He was in the inside linebacker spot earlier on. Now he's on the outside linebacker spot. They're moving him around a lot, but he has 11 sacks on the year. They're going to have to always keep an eye on him. Quarterman now from the gun, in motion. Handoff. Up the middle.
Big game. Power run across the formation out of the shotgun. One of the few times tonight Warrior Run's had some success. Well, you know what, Paul? It's literally been hit or miss with them. I should say feast or famine in the middle. Either they're getting stuffed or they're having 9, 10-yard gains or 60-yard gains. So it's feast or famine, I guess.
That was Daubert again on the carry, on the end around. Looking to see on the bench if I can see Keys, and I don't see him. On the bench here, they have now gone to Daubert every single play. Here's a handoff up the middle. Nothing doing.
Nah, three sock defenders right there waiting for him. Nice tackle. Led by Aiden Gare and Makai Perlante again. The sock defense stiffens. We got a 2nd down and 9, and I will say it again, just a reminder, Paul, and everybody watching. Warrior Run, according to our statistics, has attempted no field goals this year.
And there is Ahmad Keys now back on the sidelines, has his helmet on, good sign, and he's walking pretty good. 2nd and 9, ball at the 14, 4:32 to go in the third quarter. 23-14 Loyalsock. Warrior run, knocking on the door. Quarterman straight drop throws, out pattern. That's complete. Flat. Pass to Beachel out of the backfield. And he is knocked out. It looks like about the 3-yard line. Hard to see from here.
Quick timing pattern.
Ball at the 4. It'll be
Gives the
placed.
defenders 1st and goal, Paul. I'm wondering, have we seen Hoyt Bauer come into the game at all? 200-pound back that took off on that sprint right near the end of the half. I believe he's down here around the 45-yard line. He's not in the game.
No, helmet in hand. And they're going to go with a pro set backfield here. Split receivers. High snap over the head of Quarterman. Alertly falls on the ball.
Warrior run lucked out there because that could have been disaster. Self-inflicted wounds, Paul.
Well, that was another Wildcat formation. That was the Beachel. He lined up in the quarterback slot. Now Quarterman coming back into the game. Over the head.
And Ahmad Keys is in, Paul. He's
big target to look here in the red zone. 2nd and
going to
goal
flex out as an inside slot. Sorry.
From the 12. We got trips to the left. Quarterman from the gun. Down he goes. Perlanti again.
Another big hit. Warrior runs going in the wrong direction. Boy, he's played inspired football tonight. Saw him in warm-ups. He was all jacked up.
That was our version here of WebWeeklyLive.com. That was our Friday night SmackDown without even turning Fox on, as Marlon Perlanti laid the SmackDown with a big sack there, setting up 3rd and long back at the 20, 3rd and goal. Coach, what are we looking for here? Maybe a screen?
For Warrior run, they haven't thrown any tonight. Bubble, maybe a quick hitter up the middle.
Like you say all the time, it's probably 2-down territory here.
They haven't attempted a field goal all year, so I would agree that it is.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Lone setback is Beachel. Back to pass. Quarterman over the middle in the end zone. Touchdown. Riley Daubert on the post pattern for a touchdown. 20 yards out. 23-20. What'd you see there, Coach?
Well, there was no one in the middle of the field. For some reason, the safety took a side, and Daubert got inside positioning or leverage, and the ball from Quarterman was right on the money. And as we said, he doesn't drop many. Very precise pattern and a laser throwing.
Frozen rope there, and we got ourselves a new ball game here.
Tell you, Warrior run will not go away.
They're going to go for 2. Here comes the swinging gate again. They got the 2-point conversion last time on it. Now back to a conventional set. Snap, spot, Whitmer kick. Whitmer's kick is up. It is good. 23-21. 2:04 to go in the third quarter. Don't go anywhere. WebWeeklyLive.com. We'll be right back.
Caught the opening play and all the way for a touchdown.
Now that's a Park Pizza touchdown.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th generation.
All right, we are back here. Squib kick again, bouncing around and taken by number 16, Vandermeer. Out of bounds. That's where Chase Kavanaugh and Loyalsock will take over at the 27-yard line.
That's been some of the worst field position right there, and that's pretty decent for high school because of the squib kicks all over the place. Great game, Paul.
Absolutely.
So much for the defenses. Defender crowd fired up on homecoming night.
Kavanaugh from the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. We have not seen Davion Hill this half at all.
Oh, there he is.
And now he is back into the ball game with the ball. But we didn't see him the first possession at all.
So just a couple things about this special season for the defenders. Even though they're 5-3, they beat Bloomsburg, Paul, for the first time since 2006. Last week, upset Central Columbia at Central for the first time since 2014. So these 18 seniors have certainly put their time in.
Kavanaugh from the gun. Rolling, throws, high pass, caught. Close, but knocked out. Caught by number 19, Nolan Demiano, but he'll be short of the first down.
Nice job of Warrior Run's defenders to, no pun intended there, rally to the ball. Third down, 3.
Third down and 2. Ball at the 35-yard line. Handoff. That is Hill. First down and more. Down the sidelines and scoots out of bounds.
Physical run for a first down for the Lancers. And one more, Paul, just to continue. Warrior Run tonight. If they beat Loyalsock, it'll be the first time since 2005.
No gain there, up the middle.
Feast or famine. Loyalsock not huddling again.
Second down and 9. Kavanaugh rolling, stops on a dime, wants to throw deep, and down he goes.
And that's Mr. Welliver, the leading tackler. But let me tell you, Paul, he gets credit for the tackle, but the person who made the play was the defensive end for Warrior Run that time, Pete Reasoner, who kept Kavanaugh in the pocket. They tried to roll outside. He made him stop and force in, and
it looks like the quarter's going to run out, Coach, here.
It is, and is there a fire somewhere, Paul? Anybody else?
Smell something burning here. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the rubber of the defenders here.
I know, it smells like tires are on fire.
It does. 23-21. We've played 3 here at Warrior Run. We're headed to the 4th. It's going to be a fantastic finish. We'll be right back.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
All right, we are back here for quarter number 4. Coach, they're burning rubber in the parking lot. They just said someone's burning the tires. But I'll tell you what, we got a good one burning here as we're headed for quarter number 4. Loyalsock, 3rd and 14, ball at the 41-yard line. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Kavanaugh will operate from the gun. Hill is the setback. Kavanaugh, straight drop, trying to look for Watkins. He's under pressure. He's directing traffic. Throws. Incomplete over the hands of Vandermeer, And Loyalsock will have to kick it away. Big defensive stand by the defenders, and Uncle Mo has shifted. Warrior runs way.
Back and forth all game long. The defenders currently have it at the moment. Biggest hit on that play, unfortunately, happened to the official on the sideline.
Of course, I did not see it through clouded glass.
Well, there's literally, I don't know if they can see it because of where the camera is, but there's a haze over top of us. It literally smells like tires burning. So
Jimi Hendrix would be happy. Gare on to punt it away. Good kick. Fielded by Daubert. Daubert to the 30, 35, 40, down the sidelines.
Explosive return. I don't believe there's a flag, but we're going to make sure. Nope, it's a beanbag. No flags. Warrior Run's got themselves in business on their own 41-yard line.
Their own 41-yard line is where they'll take over. 23-21, 11:41 to go in this.
Haven't seen any screens tonight.
Paul Bow, Rich Salonis, happy to have you here on a Friday night on WebWeeklyLive.com. Week 9 already of the high school football season. It's getting close to playoff time. Thank you for spending your Friday night with us. We are live here at Warrior Run, and we got a great one, Coach.
Yes, we do.
Quarterman will operate from the gun. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Watch Daubert in the slot again. He's been lightning in a bottle for this Warrior Run team. Quarterman back to pass, looks the other way, down the sidelines, had a man streaking out of the backfield.
He did, and he didn't look for the ball. There was a miscommunication there. I think he was waiting for the ball to be delivered a little bit later. Quarterman put it on the money. If he was looking for it.
Yeah, that was a good throw.
Yeah, he'd still be running. As we take a look, is that Hoyt Bauer? Is that 26 that dropped that? It looks like his build. And I don't see him on the sideline. But with his speed, he may have been in the end zone if he would have caught that. I know Keys is up top now.
That is Bauer in the backfield. Quarterman from the gun. Handoff. Bauer up the middle. Tripped up, gain of about 3. Third down. Third and long here. 3rd and 8.
So I don't want to jinx the young man, but I'm just going to say it. No turnovers, no interceptions. Punt the ball. There's still plenty of time left. 11-plus minutes. 1-possession game. If you're going to throw, no sack and no interception. See if Sock brings any heat.
Quarterman this time from the pistol. Looks to Daubert. Ball batted straight up in the air. And it is picked off. Down the sidelines. And knocked out of bounds. Deflected at the line of scrimmage. I didn't see who got a big
Simone
paw on it.
Melito got it. The pickoff. And Corey Mayer got his hand on it. We talked about him getting his hands up when the ball's thrown. And that time he had an impact. And there was 3 or 4 flags on the field. So I don't know if we have a late hit down there, Paul. We couldn't see. It was in the corner where we don't have any
obstruction.
They're conferencing again.
Well, let's reset what happened there. It was 3rd down and 8. Corey Mayer gets a big hand up, deflected the ball,
and deflected
straight up in the air.
One of the highest deflections I've ever seen, almost as high as a couple of the kickoffs tonight. Well, no, excuse me, the punts. All the kickoffs have been scribs.
3 Loyalsock defenders converged around it. Simone Malente comes down with the ball, returns it down to, we'll think about the 15 or 20-yard line, but there's laundry all over the field. And I think the penalty is going to be on Loyalsock.
Holding against the Lancers.
And it's going to be 1st down, but it's going to back them up to about the 40-yard line. And you said it, Coach. No sacks, no interceptions. That wasn't Quarterman's fault, though, on that one. That was deflected. Not his fault.
No, but you want your defensive line to do that. You want to get your hands up. If you can't get to the passer, that's wise.
Right, close those lanes up.
Absolutely. If the quarterback is going to throw, either make him pull it back, or definitely, if he doesn't change the trajectory of the pass, sometimes that's what happens, and a big turnover.
Definitely a big turnover. Great field position. Now they're back at midfield. 30-yard change of possession there with the block in the back from where it occurred, right at the interception point. And now Kavanaugh will operate from the pistol. Hill is the lone setback. Kavanaugh runs around the end. He's got the corner. And they're yelling for a hold, but no flag that I can see.
No, there was no hold there. It was a great job by Kavanaugh to pull the ball and head to the corner. He actually had an option back if he wanted to, but he strung it out all the way to the sideline. Maybe could have cut that up a little sooner. Nonetheless, 9 yards on first down. I know Coach Brown will take that all day long.
2nd down and 1. Corey Mayer now in as the fullback. Hand off to Hill. Hill jump cut, gets to the outside. Stiff arms a man, tries to get to the corner, and a great tackle.
Oh, here we go. We're going to have we should have some flags there.
Daubert involved, Hill involved. Tempers flaring. Close game, Coach.
Oh, it was very physical tackle that by Warrior Run, and it seemed like there were some issues going on the ground. So hopefully the officials will do the right thing, get everybody's tempers cooled down, and let them play football. It's been too good of a game to have that kind of nonsense start happening now in the fourth quarter.
9:52 to go, clock running, 23-21, Loyalsock leads. Kavanaugh once again. From the gun, 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Hand off to Mayer, up the middle, big hit. Welliver again on the tackle on Corey Mayer. Big hit.
Big hit. He's played a pretty decent ball game. Mr. Steady, we mentioned him in the pregame show.
He came into this game with 89 tackles, only adding to his total. Here's an option. Pitches it to Hill. There's the flag. That's coming back there. Flags fly everywhere. We're going to have a low block there. Chop block.
One of the things you cannot do. There used to be a time when you could do that.
They're going to call
They're going to call a hold.
Well, there was definitely a low block there.
Well, perimeter blocking is a lot harder in high school than it is in college. And it's really taken away from the option game. The outside part of the option game, at least, makes it a little bit tougher for the split ends and slots to maintain their blocks. So 2 penalties here, correct, in this drive. First one, the big penalty on the interception, and now another one on Loyalsock is going to move them back. Facing a 2nd and 14.
Up
right
the
up
middle.
Off the fake.
Kavanaugh got a
Big
first
play.
down and more.
Great call. Warrior Run bit on the fly motion fake. Kavanaugh kept it straight up the middle on the trap. Big first down for Loyalsock, Paul.
1st and 10, Lancers. The ball on the Warrior Run 12-yard line.
12-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Lancers. 8:39 to go, clock running. Lancers knocking on the door.
You don't have enough people to cover up top.
Kavanaugh pitches to Hill. Hill's going to walk into the end zone. Touchdown, another flag down, and he was already in the end zone when that flag came out. And I think they're going to get Loyalsock for a hold again.
Well, Warrior Run was not aligned properly defensively.
This is against Loyalsock. They already pointed back towards him.
I'm just saying before the play they didn't have enough people out on the perimeter, and the Warrior Run coaches were very vocal next door screaming to get some people out there. Sock, whether by design or not, happened to run right where they were weak, and
he walked into the end zone.
He did walk into the end zone, and they're picking. I didn't see anything, to be honest. So
they picked the flag up.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was for because they threw the flag after he was in the end zone.
And that will be first and goal. They said he out at the 2-yard line.
From our vantage point, it looked.
He walked in there from our vantage point, but I guess he's out at the 2. We apologize, fans.
We didn't see the right yard line. I don't think the officials would make a 2-yard mistake. But we'll move on. So here we go.
Kavanaugh this time hands to Hill.
Fumbles
the ball.
Into the end zone. I think Loyalsock recovered it. They
did. They recovered it for a touchdown.
And that clearly was a fumble. And we have another flag. Malachi Parlani recovered it, offensive lineman, but let's see what the flag is for. It's going to be on Loyalsock for
false start.
Okay, Paul, I know our vantage point isn't really good. I didn't see anybody move there, did you?
I did not either.
Okay. Sharpen our eyes, Paul. We'll try it again.
Back to the 7-yard line. It'll be first and goal again. 2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Kavanaugh, little mix-up. Flags again fly.
Here we go. Now it's going to turn into the NFL flag fest. So that time, Kavanaugh opened one way.
Hill went
Davon went the other way. So he opened up for the zone read action, and there was nobody there. Realized it fairly quickly and decided to keep the ball. But that flag flew from the end zone towards the line of scrimmage. So a hold. That came from the back judge who's putting his flag back, going back into the corner of the end zone. So he must have diagnosed that hold on the receiver in a hurry. Or by the receiver, excuse me.
All right, let's reset things. Let's calm it down. 23-21, Loyalsock leads.
They have a first and goal from
the 17-yard line. They're back to the 17. From the 15.
15. 3 flags in a row, correct?
I believe 4.
4 in a row?
It was definitely the hat trick of flags. All right, here we go. Ball is set for play. 7:47 to go on this flight. Fourth quarter, 23-21, Loyalsock leads. First and goal back at the 15. Kavanaugh spreads the field again. Set back is Hill. Operate from the shotgun, calls his own number up the middle. Nothing doing there.
A Warrior Run was waiting for that. 1, 2, 3 defenders off the pile, and it's Mr. Welliver again, I believe, sticking his face into Kavanaugh's business. Good football player.
Yeah, and Loyalsock has a good kicker. We know we don't want to play for 3, but they have to score a touchdown to beat you if you do kick the field goal. Dowell is a great kicker, 3 for 3 on the year, and he can make it from anywhere on the field. So you don't want to make a mistake, as you say, Coach, down here in the red zone. 2 receivers to the top of your screen. Lancers going from right to left on your screen. Kavanaugh back to pass, looking for Watkins in the corner. Not there. Now throws, pumps in the end zone. Incomplete. And no flags on the play.
Smart throw by Kavanaugh, but a low percentage throw. Warrior Run decided to play coverage. He did break contain, but that's an awful hard pass to complete.
Third and 15, 6:55 to go in the ball game now. Loyalsock looked to have this game well in control with a touchdown by Davion Hill, who walked into the end zone from about 12 yards out, but it was called back, and now it's 3rd and 15, and this crowd is really into it here at Warrior Run. Kavanaugh, play action, throws over the middle, looking for Aiden Gare, incomplete. Big hit on the tight end, Aiden Gare.
Aiden Gare had that, maybe a little bit too much air on the ball. Took it a while to get there, but the big hit simultaneously. I think, Paul, a couple people hit him at the same time. Good collision caused the ball to come out, and let's see what Sock does.
They're going to go for it. They're going to go for it here. 4th down and 15. Watkins to the top of your screen, trips to the bottom. Kavanaugh from the gun. Lone setback is Hill. Kavanaugh, same pass over the middle, in the end zone, touchdown!
And he held on to it this time. Beautiful throw.
Touchdown in the end zone.
Got him right in the seam. Oh, and now they're going to flag Sock for being excited after they scored a touchdown, I believe. I think it might be on Sock.
That was to Eli Gare.
Yeah, and Eli did a nice job holding on to the ball.
Aiden's younger brother, Eli, flag on the play, hold everything. It should be after the play. And the pace of this game has absolutely just come to a screeching halt.
So this is definitely after the fact. So I don't know if Warrior Run said something or we're going to have double personal fouls, but I thought the initial call was going to go against Loyalsock for celebrating after they scored a touchdown, but they didn't spike the ball or anything. They were just exuberant. So I don't know if there were any words said or whatever, but the officials talking to Coach Long about it. Of course, they're conferencing because that's what officials do, so we have to iron it out.
Dead ball. Personal foul against Loyalsock.
That's what it's going to be.
29-21. Point after pending 15-yard touchdown pass to Eli Gare.
Listen, I'm all for sportsmanship and everything, but I did not see anything excessive there at all.
They're going to make this extra point from the 25-yard line, so a 35-yard extra point.
This will be a 29-yard extra point.
29-yard extra point.
So my only guess, Paul, is something was said. That's the only thing I can figure.
Dowell from 29 yards out for the extra point. Snap, spot, kick, up. Kick is
no good.
No good.
Plenty of distance, line drive.
Well, that was a big miss.
Yeah.
8-point game.
One score,
29-21. The unsportsmanlike conduct penalty on Loyalsock. 6:43 to go in the game here. I guess they called it for excessive celebration. I'm not sure what they called on that. I mean,
well, it was either that or
maybe
one of the
was said
Sock
on the
players
field.
said something because it was very quick. You know, they sort of celebrated and then were heading off towards their sideline, and the flag came out. I was watching the official, thinking to myself, "Is he going to call excessive celebration?" And about 2 seconds later, the flag came out. But you don't know. We're not down there. I can say, and I did say earlier, I'll say it just one more time, then I'll let it go. If it was for excessive celebration, poor call. I don't think Sock did anything there that was out of the ordinary. They didn't spike the ball. They didn't taunt anybody. Now, unless something was said, then that's a different story.
Well, like I said, it's a fantastic game. We don't want to see it being ruined on the field by a call or whatever. Call was made. He missed the extra point. 8-point lead. Warrior Run still well in this game. A lot of time left. We've seen a fantastic game here so far on a little chilly Friday night here.
This is beautiful, Paul. It needs to be a little colder.
Well, it's nice and warm in the booth here.
It's football weather. I'm getting some different looks from people, but sorry.
I believe Dowell is now kicking off for Loyalsock. Yep. High kick. And Daubert will field this one. Daubert at the 15, 20,
he's got
trying to get to the corner. 15, round the end, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, down the sidelines. 50, down, knocked out at 30, but a flag is down on the field. I saw one fly back there.
We do have a flag on the 30-yard line, and that's most likely going to come back.
Look at it.
Aiden Guerra's doing a little clap dance out there, and he needs to be careful because, if anything, that was more taunting than what was in the end zone.
Oh, this is coming back.
Boy, you hate to see it. You hate to see so many flags dictate so many big plays, but the last 4 minutes of the game it's been a flag fest. So Hoytbauer now is back in the game, Paul, in the huddle, along with Daubert and Beachel. Beachel now comes out.
So it's first down back at the 22-yard line. Quarterman, handoff. Bauer. Not much there, Coach.
Nope.
On the tackle, number 43, Simone Melito.
Simone Melito on the tackle.
Gain of 2, second down, 8.
Melito's had himself a fine game tonight.
Tough, hard-nosed defensive player.
It's been a fun game in a lot of aspects. We've had some interesting smells. We've had some great sights. We've had some...
Hey, we got our picture taken with the Eagle,
we got
the mascot.
Defender. Met the defender. I met some of Paul's fan clubs.
Carl's tuned in to watch us. What more do you want on a Friday night? 2nd and 8, ball at the 24-yard line. In motion is Daubert. Handoff right up the middle.
Good eye discipline by the Sock defense and linebackers, not following the eye candy of Daubert coming back in motion.
Denver Beachel flag on the play again.
No. Really? Paul, I'm shocked.
We're going to go to the scoreboard here while we sort out the penalty here. How about a final score down at Bald Eagle area, Jersey Shore, 42-0.
Wow.
Over a once beaten team. South Williamsport leads Milton 42-14 in the fourth quarter. Wilkes-Barre area late in the third quarter leading Williamsport 13-0. As we said earlier, Southern Columbia over Montoursville 35-0.
That's close for what Southern's played this year. So we have an illegal shift. Is the call.
Second and 13, clock running, 5:17 to go. Warrior Run trails by 8. Quarterman from the gun. Play action, rolling, looking, throwing, pass complete. Oh, big hit again.
Paul, you'll have to take that one.
Hayden Gare with a big hit on that. Big hit. Coach is saying he led with the helmet. He's furious down there. Looked like a good hit to me, but.
Well, Aiden's been a little bit vocal. He's going to have to be careful.
Aiden's a very, very physical player. Wears his emotions on his sleeve. But he laid the lumber there, and it's 3rd and 7 with 5 minutes to go.
Coach Long a little upset. Thought it was a helmet to helmet.
Got 2 receivers to the top. Daubert is in the slot. Keys to the bottom of your screen. Quarterman from the shotgun. Back to pass. Looks. Pass. Tries to get it to Daubert. In and out of the hands. Threw it behind him. It'll be 4th down. A lot of time. 5 minutes to go here. Going to have to punt this one away and play a little defense.
Yeah, one-score game. You've got your timeouts intact. No need to really panic yet. That was the same type of play that was batted up in the air a series ago and picked off by Loyalsock, I believe by Melito. So Sock's defensive ends have been pretty good with getting their hands in the air and trying to bat the ball down if they can't get to the QB.
Beachel back to punt it away. Snap. Beachel kick. Short kick. out of bounds.
That should be around midfield, if
Right
not
around.
the other side.
At the 49-yard line, that's where Chase Kavanaugh and Sock will take over. 4:51 to go. We'll take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back here at Warrior Run.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs Coffee and Peanuts.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 29-21. Loyalsock leads. They'll open up from the pistol, 2 receivers to the top, and we got a timeout. Timeout by Loyalsock. We'll take another. Word from Fastmaz.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at Fastmaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Right. All right, we are back here again after the timeout. Loyalsock takes over at the defender 49-yard line. Going from right to left, Hill up the middle. Gained about 4, maybe 5, Coach, on first down. Good run. Chew up some clock if you're a Loyalsock fan.
That is correct. And guess who? For Warrior Run on the tackle. It's been a real interesting game tonight. You know, battle of big plays, turnovers, opportunistic offenses off of turnovers.
3 interceptions by Loyalsock's defense. Huge in this game. 2nd down and 6. We'll call it 4:08 to go. Clock running. Kavanaugh from the pistol. Hand off to Hill. Hill stood up, gained a couple yards. Going to be set up 3rd and short here. Biggest play of the ball game here, Coach.
Correct. And Loyalsock, the clock is their friend. They don't need to rush. They don't need to hurry. Run that play clock all the way down to 1 or 2 seconds. Snap the ball. Don't get the first down. At worst, you may force Warrior Run to use one of their timeouts. So no need to panic. No need to rush. Take your good old time. Now, the difference between what we call a tempo offense, just because you don't huddle doesn't mean you're running tempo. They're taking their time, even though they didn't huddle.
Exactly. They snapped the ball at 3. Kavanaugh.
And that's a big first down.
And he has got the first down.
Easily, by 2 yards. Nice call that time by Coach Brown. Quarterback lead play. Gets the Lancers their first down. A fresh set of downs, and the clock continues to move.
3:16 to go.
So let's watch and see when they actually snap the ball. Just
last play was with 4 seconds to go. They snapped the ball with 3.
And that's smart.
Once again, milking the clock, under 3 minutes to go. For new set of downs for the Lancers, trying to chew up the clock, get that 6th win of the year.
And this is on your quarterback, and Chase should know better here what to do as an experienced signal caller, and he's doing the right thing. He's got his eyes on that clock.
And a flag's fly, and that'll stop the clock.
Somebody must have been lined up somewhere.
I think this is on Loyalsock.
We're going to call what? Did he signal a hold?
He did signal a hold, but that
flag was in the air as soon as the ball was snapped.
Yeah.
That might be the quickest hold, if it is a hold, in the history of football. It can't be a hold, Paul. Conference.
False start.
against the Lancers.
That'll back them up. That'll stop the clock.
And that'll make Coach Brown get a couple more gray hairs. So one of the outside receivers must have moved. I didn't see anything in the interior line. And again, that's quite possible because our vantage point is very difficult to see across the field right in front of Loyalsock's bench.
All right, 1st and 15 for the Lancers. Clock begins to run as the ball is set for play. 2 receivers to the short side of the field. 2 setbacks, Mayer and Hill. Kavanaugh taking the play clock all the way down. High snap. Kavanaugh corrals it. Tries to get to the end and does. Slides.
Stay in bounds.
Stay in bounds.
Smart
play, and the clock continues to run. And now Warrior Run has used their first timeout with 2:11 to go. Timeout on the field. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back with the final 2:11.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. Growing with your customers over the years. Seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years.
Lyle doesn't really drive a motorcycle. Do you, Lyle? That's right, that's right. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. Of course, we'll even trade motorcycles, I forgot. Boats? Airplanes? No, not doghouses. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed.
Welcome back. 2nd down and about 12 to go. 2:11 to go in this game here. Loyalsock hanging on to an 8-point lead here at Warrior Run. Paul Ball, Rich Salonis on WebWeeklyLive.com. Our game of the week. Kavanaugh hands to Hill. Straight up the middle, nothing fancy, and he is ball on the ground, but the whistle has blown long ago. Mr. Keys came up with it. 3rd down and another timeout.
A smart call by Coach Long there, but now they're down to 1. And a smart call by Coach Brown on the other side. A little cat and mouse game here. Run the clock, make them use their timeouts.
Well, even if they don't get it here and they use another timeout, they'll have no timeouts left.
Correct.
Loyalsock will punt the ball. They're going to have to go the length of the field. In high school football, it's a lot easier to do because the clock stops on every 1st down, but still, Loyalsock's defense, 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions today. You know, Coach Van Fleet, will take his chances any day with those kind of statistics.
Absolutely.
And the faith in his defense.
If I'm Justin, punt this thing out of there, tell my defensive ends, pin your ears back and go. Warrior Run's had a hard time blocking, and they're going to have to throw with no timeouts. Make sure your safeties and corners understand no one gets deeper than you, and make Warrior Run beat you.
All right, 2 minutes to go. Another fantastic finish on Friday Night Lights here on WebWeeklyLive.com. Loyalsock by 8, 3rd and 12. Here's the biggest play of the game here, Coach.
We'll see what Andy's got dialed up.
In motion. Kavanaugh keeps it up the middle, straight up the middle for a first down, and that's going to looks like they're going to be able to run the clock out on that.
Well, pretty close, if not. You're right, and that play hurt Warrior Run earlier. It's a quarterback trap play right up the gut.
And Warrior Run will use their last timeout with 1:53 to go. It's going to be tough to catch them here.
Now, what you don't want to see now is any nonsense in terms of personal fouls, piling on after the whistle, those types of things. It's been a pretty hotly contested game tonight, very competitive, and you don't want to end the game with anything stupid because both of these teams have more games to play for down the road.
Absolutely. Of the 9 games we did this year, this game definitely has had the most flags, not even close.
And they've all come in a flurry, it seems like, all of a sudden. Within the last 2 or 3 series, there's been flag after flag, and really, breaks up the flow of the game.
It did. Like with 6 minutes to go, like I said, this game came to a screeching halt here.
So what are you doing for Thanksgiving tomorrow, Paul? Because it seems like it's been that long.
I wish it was Thanksgiving
The
tomorrow.
middle of November, end of November already. It's just, the flags take time and the conferencing and
the cold November rain, right? They're in a victory formation here. They're going to kneel on the ball. Kavanaugh takes a knee. Clock running 1:49 and running. They cannot stop the clock.
That should do it, as you said.
Three plays, 120, and they're going to be able to. It's going to be just about run the clock right out. They're not even going to punt the ball.
There's cautious, and then there's really cautious. Back on Loyalsock's 45-yard line stands Mr. Davion Hill. Just in case, Paul.
We have a miracle at the Meadowlands.
Well, there'd have to be 4 of them. Warrior Run fans currently booing, not happy with Sock running the clock out.
Sock will take the knee. It's third down.
Back up to 40 seconds. And another knee, and that's going to do it here. Play clock goes back to 40. 25 seconds on the game clock. They will not have to run a play. Loyalsock sideline jumping up and down. They've got their 6th win of the season. Great ball game here. Both teams coming out to the middle of the field to shake hands. 7 seconds, 6 seconds.
Very hard-fought football game tonight. Very physical game, Paul. A lot of big hits on both sides of the ball.
And the clock is at 000. It's a final score here from Warrior Run. 29-21. Loyalsock wins. We'll be right back to wrap things up here from Warrior Run.
We want you to make sure you're going pocket, jump, balls in the feet. That's what we do here at FastMaz. We teach speed, agility, and quickness because we want you all to be better athletes. That's why you're here. So make sure on this one, when you jump up, come down, power leg, acceleration. Softball, football, basketball, soccer, baseball, softball, whatever you got, we can do it here.
Fastmaz.com.
Fastmaz.com. Lift your knees. You gotta get your knees up. Come on, let's go.
You gotta be here.
Your family table away from home is Dolly's Diner, now with 3 great locations. The original Dolly's, Loyalsock, behind Rita's off the Golden Strip. Dolly's, Montoursville, where Dolly met Griggs. And now the new Dolly's, Park Avenue, Williamsport, formerly Donna's Restaurant. With those amazing breakfasts, daily and chef specials, sticky buns, and more, and Griggs coffee and peanuts. Don't miss it. Dolly's Diner, your family table away from home, covering the Williamsport area.
Lyle doesn't really drive a motorcycle. Do you, Lyle? That's right, that's right. Blaze Alexander has the lowest price guaranteed, or we'll pay you $1,000. Of course, we'll even trade motorcycles, I forgot. Boats? Airplanes? No, not doghouses.
I think there's something to be said about being in business for over 70 years. The value of taking care of your customers and offering them the best service and selection possible. Being a 4th-generation family-owned business and keeping tradition. growing with your customers over the years, seeing the same faces. It's everything for us. Visit Van Campen and see what over 70 years of care looks like.
Coach, we're back here at Warrior Run High School, 29-21. Make sure I got it right, 29-21. Penalty-filled the last 6 minutes. The game got kind of ugly towards the end, but in the end, the Lancers held on for that 8-point victory. A big, big victory for Loyalsock, pushing their record to 6-3. Warrior Run will fall to 5-4. What are your thoughts on the game?
Interesting game. Very physical game is my first thought. A lot of big hits. My second thought is a lot of individual efforts tonight on both teams' parts. Players playing with a lot of passion, a lot of intensity. So it was a well-played game. And, you know, as you look down the road here for Loyalsock, as they move ahead and march towards the playoffs, some of their athletes are peaking at the right time. And they've got certainly enough talent to make a statement. Warrior Run, their biggest enemy tonight, too many turnovers.
Yeah, they turned the ball over a bunch of times. 3 interceptions at the worst possible time. The botched fake punt, it led to 10 points easily right off the bat for Loyalsock. They came back. They showed a lot of heart. A mainly senior team here for Warrior Run with 18 seniors. Very impressed with Riley Daubert for Warrior Run. Chase Kavanaugh played an excellent game. He put the game on ice at end with his legs, rushed for over 100 yards. Davion Hill rushed for over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. For the most part, Warrior Run held Reese Watkins in check tonight. He didn't do the damage on the receiving game, but in the end, Loyalsock proved to be a little bit too much. 29-21, to the victor goes the spoils, as they say. But it's a final score from a Warrior Run here. Anything else to end before we close this out?
Oh, as we go to the last week of the season, it seems like it's flying by, and then we'll see about playoffs. But both of these teams will be participating, as it looks.
Absolutely. Next week we will have Sealands Grove and Montoursville. I know Warriors got beat tonight 35-9. They're not going to be in a good mood come next week when the Seals come into town.
And remember, this is a Sealands Grove team that beat Loyalsock handily.
Absolutely, and it's a final score once again from Warrior Run, 29-21. Loyalsock takes it. For Rich Salonis, I'm Paul Ball. You've been watching WebWeeklyLive.com. Thank you all. We'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.
Good night.